to Jubilee Road. So in today's video we're looking at this rather unique model, I guess you could say. Now this has been lent to me by, as you can see, TRS Traisn. You can see what it says underneath. Smoke fitted. Interesting. Now if you watch the latest news from Jubilee Road, you would know that I have this. He lent this to me for, well, to do a review on it, which is really kind of him, and I have done this in the past before. So this is a Bachmann Class 37, but as you can probably see through the window, it's looking very, very different from when it came out of the factory. This is a very highly customized model. It's sound fitted, smoke fitted, full engine detail, yeah, believe it or not, and you can probably see it's in a very interesting colour. So in today's video I'm going to take it out the box. We're going to have a look up closely at the details he has added, and we're going to run it on the layout to have a listen to the sound and have a look at the smoke in operation. So let's dive straight in and let's have a look at this thing, shall we? And here it is. Now what an interesting locomotive this really is, isn't it? Now this is basically in overhaul condition or halfway through restoring it into preservation. It's got that look to it, hasn't it? So as you can see, it's been fully detailed here with all the pipe work and everything. It does look really nice all around you, and you can see it has been weathered as well. So if we move the model this way to give you an idea, all the bogie detail is a standard Bachmann, really, but it's been heavily weathered. You can see this green is basically primer, isn't it? And you can see where they've been doing all work, doing patches on the bodywork. If we keep going a little bit more this way, you can see some of that amazing engine detail just here, which I will show you. We got the open door here, which gives you another view into that engine room. All the underframe is obviously dirty as it's being restored, but just when we come to this end, you can see the grills are missing just here. And we got the door which is open, and loads of detail here. Just look at that. If I get up nice and close for you, you can see the paint finish on that. It's so unique and really, really well done, isn't it? This really is quite something to look at, and something so unique and different. Just move it back to sort of that. So yeah, really quite interesting, isn't it? I'm going to show you the engine detail now. This is really something quite special. First look at the engine room detail, then through that open door you can definitely see the engine block through there, and that's really looking quite nice, and it's something so different and interesting to see. This next bit is freehand, so that might be why it's a bit shaky, but just look at that. That is fantastic detail, and yeah, I believe this is a 3D printed part. I would imagine so. It's possibly from West Hill Wagon Works. Now, if TRS Traisn, if you're watching this, please shout at me if I've got that wrong, but I believe that's where the engine block is actually from, and that looks fantastic sitting in there, doesn't it? And you got the fan there, which again the grill is missing, which it's supposed to be, by the way, but just look at that detail. That's quite something, isn't it? You're probably wondering, where's the motor gone? It still has one, and it still runs. So let's take it over to the layout then and have a look at the smoke and the sound in operation. Now the locomotive is down on the track now, and as you can see I have zoomed in into the engine area. So you will be able to see that smoke coming out of the engine, and you'll be able to hear the sound which is fitted in here. The smoke unit is actually a water vapor system, so there's no smoke oils to damage your line-side buildings and scenery or leave a mess on your track. It is fan assisted, so it reacts to whatever the locomotive is doing, but obviously the lighting is quite bright in here, and I don't really have anything dark to put behind the model, unfortunately, so give you that extra added sort of effect of the smoke, but you definitely will see it. So all we basically do is a pipette with water filled. I know that's really weird, putting water inside a locomotive, but that's what you really do. Press function 8 and then 1. So we're going to go for a startup, and you'll see the smoke operating on here. So here we go. Headphone users, warning, it's quite loud. I think you could agree, that is really quite unique, isn't it? Quite like that, really interesting model indeed to watch. And you can see the smoke there operating, and even when the locomotive is going up through the notches, you can see the smoke system reacting to that. And there we go, that was the look at the TRS Traisn's highly customised Class 37. You got to agree he has done an outstanding job on this. It's something so unique and different to have on a layout, like it is now on a TMD, a depot on your layout. Something really interesting to do, isn't it? And a huge thank you again to TRS Traisn for lending this to me to do a video on. Really nice to have something different and support local businesses in this hobby, which I really do like doing. So if you have any customized work or want sound fitting, please get in touch with TRS Traisn. The final part, we are going to have a running session with this, and I think a tootling around the depot area up and down towards the main line is the most appropriate for this. It was not going to be pulling coaches or anything like that. It can, but I think the condition that the locomotive is simulating, this would be the best option. So a huge thank you once again for watching today. Enjoy the running sounds and sights and I'm going to say smells then. You can't smell that sadly, not to 37. But enjoy all that, and I'll be back here with loads more railway content for you very soon. Enjoy this one, guys. See you again soon.